Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everyone. How is everyone on this magnificent Monday? I hope you are all safe and well and nourished and hydrated. And I hope you're managing through the day and managing with everything that you have going on in your life. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Um, I'm going to talk about a few things. First and foremost, for anyone who is you're widowed, you're single, you don't have anyone, or you're not close with your family, you don't have people that you can rely upon for for situations that may arise, and they always do arise, where you need to have somebody to be a contact person. Um, make a sincere effort to designate someone, a friend, or um, someone that can become your healthcare proxy, someone that can be designated as your healthcare proxy. And I say this because, the current situation that just has gone on with my brother, luckily, he has us, this family around. He has his daughter and his son. He has another son, but they're estranged. But it's really, really important that you have someone that can make decisions in the event that you become incapacitated and you're not able to make any decisions for yourself while being in an incapacitated state. And you see that quite often. Now, in my brother's situation, if he didn't have us there as his voice, he would have been gone. He would have been gone, because the neglect that he unfortunately experienced at this place he was at in Jersey. Basically, when you go into a care facility, you're just an insurance prospect. You're just a number for the facility to make money from Medicare, Medicaid, through TRICARE, So, yeah, like I said, if we weren't there, he would have been gone. He would have been gone, because he had been vomiting for about 2 weeks. And he was also dehydrated. So he had, after he had the brain injury from the when he was unconscious, he he then developed hydrocephalus on his brain. And hydrocephalus, when the symptoms of that are nausea, vomiting, and dehydration. So I'm saying this. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. I'm speaking about real life events and real stuff, because like I said, if we weren't there, he would have been gone. He would have been gone. And this is, unfortunately, healthcare is wealth care for billionaires. They do not GAF about patients. You could have the highest, you could pay the most amount of money for your insurance. Well, then maybe then your ass will be pampered, and you'll be treated better, because they're milking you for as much money as they can. But 1 month in a hospital can bankrupt you. 1 week in a hospital can bankrupt people. So that's for regular working people, everyday people who have wealth. Well, have fun, knock yourself out. But you could have all the money in the world, if you don't have your health, you got jack shit. So and I speak upon this because now there's a fellow patient. He's in a dual room, and the young man that's next to him he's younger than he looks younger than my brother. Um, he's been in this place now for about almost what, like 2 months now. Um, this man has not had one visitor. He has not had one visitor. So, and that's sad. That's heartbreaking, And but it happens. People don't have anyone. They don't have anyone. So, and I'm just saying, if set it up that you have a healthcare proxy, that in the event something were to happen to you, you became incapacitated, and like you couldn't hold saliva in your mouth, or you don't know what's going on. You, God forbid, you have you know whatever, you have a serious condition, and you're not capable. But yeah, it's really sad. This man, he's had nobody come to see him. What are these people saying? Okay, then go. Nobody asked you to come on in here. Later. Get the hell out of here. Um, so, also, too, now when I was in the hospital a couple of years ago, when I fell and broke my leg while doing construction, um, I was taking sheetrock off the wall. Uh, I was almost done. I had like the whole wall, I had about maybe 3 foot left to go. And while pulling off the sheetrock on a step ladder, I pulled, and with my body, when I pulled, the sheetrock pulled back, came back on me, and boom! Damn! I was like this close to hitting a hammer. I did go unconscious. I saw birds, little tweeties, stars. Not Star Spangled Banner, it's stars though. But yeah, I was in the hospital for like what? One hospital for like 6 days, in 2 weeks, about 2 weeks in total. Nobody came to see me. Wah, wah. But what are you going to do? But there are other people like that. They could be in hospital for a really long time, and there'll be nobody to show up for them. So it's really important. It's really, really important. And the aging population. I am in the senior population, even though you wouldn't know. Not to brag, but um, some days you feel like a nut. Some days you don't. But some days you look younger. Some days you don't. But I do appear younger, especially if I color my hair. People think I'm younger. But yeah, a lot of people, they don't have anyone. They have no one, and that's scary. That's really heartbreaking too. When I was in the hospital, I was here in Mid Hudson Regional. The patient next to me, she had nobody. Nobody came to see her. My son came to see me when I was in the hospital, but this woman, she was there. She was there for about 2 weeks. She had nobody. And a lot of the other people, this is what happens. This is what happened. You can't control how your life is going to go. You can't control your relationships and how they're going to work or not work. But it's a scary. It's lonely. It's something that really, it's an eye opener. Because these things happen. You're like, oh shit, man, this sucks. You're like, forget about feeling like you're like a kid or feel like an orphan. Well, when you're older and then you don't have anybody, it's kind of like the same feeling, but you're older, so you have all the years of life experience also to, that you have, But just saying, people, take care of your health. If you're by yourself, if you don't have anyone, designate somebody to be your healthcare proxy, because we're just a number. We're just a money making opportunity for the insurance, because they're like, oh, they don't have anybody. Oh, write them off. I'll stick them in the corner. I remember, when I had broke my leg, it was 3 years ago now. This year will be 3 years. When I was being transported, at first when I was here in the hospital here, they put a fixator in my leg. They drilled my leg on through the femur, and then down to the ulnar bone, not the tibia, and they had to put a fixator in. So they had to leave that there. That had to remain in place for 6 days for my leg to just kind of straighten out. Oh, that was an experience. Like I said, I didn't take any painkillers. Well, when I was there, they gave me painkillers. But when I came home, I didn't take anything. Like, yeah, stay strong. But that, when I was there, when I was going to the second hospital, when they brought me down to Westchester to have the secondary surgery, because it was two-part. They have to put it when you break a bone. Well, when you break your leg, the way I broke it, they had to put the fixator in, and then they removed the fixator, and then they had to put the plate into my tibia, my tibia bone. But when I was being transported, when I went to Westchester, going in, there was this young kid, a young girl, and she was in the hallway, in the corridor by herself. She was waiting for some kind of surgery. That's so terrifying. That is so freaking terrifying because, especially today with stuff that goes on, if somebody is like, they're incapacitated, they're by themselves, people are crazy. People are definitely crazy. And it's a scary thing. It's a scary thing. So, and especially if you don't have anybody. I don't know what this little girl's situation was, this young kid, but I mean, I don't know what her parents were, or her guardians, but I mean, I would have been there, like to find, see where the kid was to make sure. Because like I said, you never know. You never know. But yeah, very important thing to do. Very important. And, try to, try to do that. Try to do that. Another thing I want to talk about, tragedy that happened, loss of the young woman, Hayden Panettiere. She wrote a book, excuse me. She had information about the Epstein files, and she now suddenly, she's no longer here with us. And I was looking online, and they're saying that allegedly her autopsy, it happened like that, or automatically, that it was an alleged cardiac arrest from a blank overdose. I don't know if I could say that. So immediately they did an autopsy on her. I don't buy that. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. So, yeah, there's a lot of people that are involved with this Epstein stuff that they've been exposed, or there will be more people to expose them. And it seems that the people that are exposing them, they suddenly, they're no longer here with us because they don't want all of their shit out there. They don't want all of this stuff out there. And we have the head honcho, we have the fodder in chief, aka the fodder in chief, fodder, not father, fodder, passing wind in chief. He's involved in that. That's why we're in this illegal war. And because Israel wants us to, they wanted him. So they pulled his coattails. They're like, listen, this is what you got to do, because otherwise we're going to expose you. We live in such a shit time. We really, really do. Absolute shit, disgust, corruption that is so far reaching, it goes down to the core, to the pit of this earth. It really, really does. But now, the Trumpster is talking about that we're going to take over, we're going to dominate the Strait of Hormuz. He's talking so much bull crap, because that is not going to happen. That by no means is going to happen. And he could talk all the talk he wants, but he's not going to walk the walk, because it's not going to happen. It's definitely not going to happen. I'm part of the Golden Girl crew now. Yes, I am. Yeah, we're living in such crazy times. It's like, does anybody else feel like they're living in a sci-fi movie. I do. Between these, you got these flock cameras all over. There's one right up the road from my house, and they're also talking about having flock cameras in schools. Would you want your children to be observed by people that you don't know who's going to watch them, where their images can then be transposed into something obscene and graphic? I wouldn't. I wouldn't. If I had kids or grandkids, I'd want them to be homeschooled instead of having flock cameras, because that puts society, it just puts us in such a vulnerable state, because now we're living in a police state. But especially the children, like these degenerates, they could turn around and they could transpose photos of images of children into all types of vile, nasty things. It's something to think about, people. If you have kids and you know that the school is going to have flock cameras, take that into consideration on whether you want your children to be constantly surveilled, where all their images are out all over. Not at all. Not at all. Oh, well. Elections are coming up. And what they want to do now, he's got Todd Blanchard as the Attorney General. Now they're going to try to come up with all kinds of horse shit that, elections were stolen, this, that, and the other. And the Musk gave him another like $200 million or something for the elections, or 200 billion. Yeah. People, get out there and vote. Get out there and vote. Unless you're happy with the status quo and you like how everything's going, because your pockets are, your pockets are getting fatter, knock yourself out. But for the rest of society, for the rest of us, people are waking up. People are waking up. And for all of you asshats and seals who are clapping behind him out in Nassau County, tell me, you asshats, are you happy every time you fill up your gas tank? Are you happy every time you buy groceries? Are you going to be happy when you got to buy all the new clothes for your kids and school supplies? Are you going to be clapping at the register? Because the memorandum of understanding that Iran had, there was nothing nuclear. This is the horse shit that he came up with to do an illegal war. People are waking up. People are waking up. Like 80%, 79% of United States citizens here in America are totally dead set against, between the war, between the price of fuel. Yesterday, I made a video. Diesel's $5.99. So now the Strait of Hormuz, the only way the Strait of Hormuz is going to be open is if America pays Iran almost $300 billion for the damages that they've done. So unless that happens, home heating prices are going to probably be upwards of $6, maybe $7 per gallon. Oh, hold on 1 second. The dog. Gotta let the dog out. Hold on. Come on, let's go outside. Come on. Come on, outside. Come on, let's go. Come on, go outside. Go, come on, come on, let's go. Go outside. Come on, let's go. Go. Outside, go. Outside. It's not playtime. Go. Go outside. Go outside. Go outside. Go outside. Go outside. Go. Well, if the hat fits, wear it, buddy. What can I tell you? Um, but yeah, everybody's so disgusted. Everybody, you know, the media, which is one paid for, you know, they spew what they spew, and then there's these politicians that. Oh, here's one here in New York where I live. Kristen Gillibrand. She's talking about there's got to be money out of politics. You got to take the money out of politics. Meanwhile, she took like almost how many billions of dollars from APAC? But you want money out of politics, right? They're such hypocrites. All they do is lie. There should be no foreign money coming into American politics. You want to run a campaign? Do it the old-fashioned way. Get $25 campaigns. $25, the maximum from a corporation, as long as it's not tied to a foreign entity, you can get whatever the max is. I don't know what the Federal Election Commission that number is, but that's how it should be. That's how it should be. But you know, America is for sale. America is for sale, and Israel has well, Israel has paid for America. They have paid quite a bit, and hopefully soon, that's no longer going to be the thing. That's no longer going to be the thing. Hold on one second. Oh, let me mute this. Let me mute. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, but money has to be out of our politics. It has to be. It has to be. And then you have all these politicians that they're saying, "Oh, America is a Christian nation." No, America was never a Christian nation. It was never a Christian nation, you know. But for people who don't look into things and don't have any sense of critical thinking, they're going to believe anything and everything that's told to them. Like, hey, the Brooklyn Bridge is for sale. You know what? Place a bid. You can buy it. Yeah. You can get a deed. You'll have a part of the Brooklyn Bridge. They make America great again. Oh, help us. Help us all. Well, elections are coming, so we got some big changes that are coming underway. Big changes that are coming. Okay, everybody. So on a recap, if you're by yourself, even if you have family, you have to designate someone to be your healthcare proxy. And Hayden Panettiere, her death, allegedly ruled as a rug overdose, which contributed to an alleged cardiac arrest within one day. I find that to be very suspicious, like major bullshit on that. And no foreign money in our politics. And that's it. Till next time, have a good day. Stay safe, stay well, stay hydrated. Okay. Yep. Exactly. Exactly. Waking up in the matrix. Yep. Well, these people, they want to run for politics. They wanted me to run for office. And I was like, yeah, okay, you know what you can do? You can kiss my ass. I didn't want no part of it. I considered it, but I was like, nah, because politics is a dirty job. It's a dirty job. Like, look, we have Hakeem Jeffries. He's a sellout. Hakeem Jeffries, Hakeem Genocide Jeffries, Genocide Gillibrand, Chuck Genocide Schumer, Kathy Genocide Hochul, Tish Genocide James, Andrew Genocide Cuomo, Eric Genocide Adams, and on and on and on and on. Each and every one of you. I just wonder for all of you that have taken money for your career and political goals, how do you sleep at night? Do you sleep with a clear conscience? You might have money in the bank, you might have extra properties here, there, and everywhere, but how do you sleep at night? How do you sleep at night? Anyway, everybody, until next time, stay safe and well. Remember, always do the right thing. See you next time. Bye.